Imagine trying to sleep 20,000 years ago. No mosquito spray, no mosquito nets, no electric fans, no air conditioning, just darkness. And mosquitoes. Lots of mosquitoes. Yet somehow, humans survived. Not only did they survive, they thrived. They crossed continents, built communities, raised families, and eventually created civilization, all while fighting one tiny enemy, the mosquito. And believe it or not, mosquitoes are older than humans. Much older. Scientists believe mosquito ancestors existed tens of millions of years ago, long before humans appeared. By the time humans arrived, mosquitoes were already experts at survival. They could breed almost anywhere, adapt quickly, and spread across the world. To ancient humans, mosquitoes weren't just annoying. They could be dangerous. Very dangerous. Some mosquitoes carry diseases. A single bite could change everything. Which means avoiding mosquitoes wasn't about comfort. It was about survival. Before modern technology existed. The answer begins with humanity's greatest discovery: fire.
Fire changed everything. It gave humans warmth, it provided light, it scared away predators, and it may have helped solve another problem. Mosquitoes hate smoke. A lot of smoke. And ancient humans noticed. Imagine sitting beside a fire. One side is filled with mosquitoes. The other side is filled with smoke. Night after night, the pattern becomes obvious. More smoke, fewer mosquitoes. It wasn't science, it was observation. And observation kept humans alive. Eventually, people may have experimented. Different wood, different leaves, different plants. Some burned clean, others produced thick clouds of smoke, and thick smoke meant protection. The goal wasn't comfort, the goal was survival. But there was a problem. Fires don't maintain themselves. Someone had to gather wood every day. Someone had to keep the fire burning every night. If the fire died, the mosquitoes would return immediately. So keeping a fire alive became extremely important. In some ways, that fire was the ancient version of insect repellent. Simple, primitive, but surprisingly effective. Yet fire wasn't the only trick ancient humans discovered. Their next solution was even more unusual.
But fire wasn't the only solution. Ancient humans also used mud. Yes, mud. Covering the skin with mud created a physical barrier. It also helped cool the body and may have reduced scent signals that attract insects. Modern science has shown that some natural coatings can reduce insect bites. Ancient humans likely discovered this through trial and error. One person notices fewer bites after covering their arms with mud. Another copies the idea. Over generations, the practice spreads. It sounds primitive, but it was practical. Ancient humans used what they had, and mud was everywhere. But protection wasn't only about what covered the body. It was also about where people chose to live and sleep. Mosquitoes thrive around standing water. Swamps, marshes, ponds, slow-moving rivers. These places are mosquito paradise. Ancient humans likely learned this the hard way. Camps near stagnant water meant miserable nights. So people adapted. Higher ground became attractive. Breezy areas became valuable. Open spaces with airflow were often more comfortable than still, humid swamps. And there was another advantage. Wind makes it harder for mosquitoes to fly. Ancient humans may not have understood the biology, but they understood the result. Some places meant fewer bites. That knowledge mattered a lot. But humans didn't stop there. They may have discovered something even more interesting.
Humans didn't stop with fire and mud. They kept experimenting because survival rewards curiosity, and curiosity often leads to discovery. Some plants have strong smells, very strong smells, smells that humans notice immediately, and insects notice too. At some point, ancient humans may have noticed a pattern. Certain plants attracted fewer insects. That observation was valuable, extremely valuable. Imagine gathering firewood. You accidentally throw a bundle of leaves into the fire. The smoke changes, the smell changes, and suddenly, there seem to be fewer mosquitoes. One night could be a coincidence. 2 nights might be luck. But after many nights, people start to trust the pattern. This is how ancient knowledge grows. Not through laboratories, not through textbooks, but through experience. And experience can be a powerful teacher. A child watches an elder collect specific plants. Years later, that child teaches the next generation. Knowledge survives, even when the people do not. But mosquitoes weren't active all year. Ancient humans noticed that too. Some seasons brought more insects. Heavy rain created new breeding grounds. More water, more mosquitoes, and more problems. So people adapted once again. Move at the right time. Camp in the right place. Use the right plants. Keep the fire alive. And pass the knowledge forward. Little by little, humans became experts at surviving their environment. And mosquitoes were just one of many challenges. But the story isn't over yet. Because eventually, humans would build something that changed the battle forever. For thousands of years, humans fought mosquitoes with fire, mud, and experience. But eventually, humans discovered something even more powerful. Shelter. Not just caves. Not just temporary camps. Real structures. Places designed for protection. Protection from rain. Protection from cold. Protection from predators. And sometimes protection from insects. The shelter wasn't perfect. Mosquitoes could still get inside. But fewer mosquitoes meant better sleep. And better sleep meant more energy. More energy meant better hunting. Better gathering. Better survival. Over time, small camps became villages. Villages became communities. Communities became civilizations. And wherever humans went, mosquitoes followed. The battle never truly ended. It simply evolved. Today we use sprays, nets, medicine, and technology. But the goal remains exactly the same. Avoid the bite, stay healthy, protect the next generation. In a strange way, mosquitoes helped shape human history. They influenced where people slept, where people settled, and how people adapted to the world around them. All because of a tiny insect. An insect that weighs almost nothing, yet changed countless lives. And that's what makes history fascinating. Sometimes the biggest stories come from the smallest creatures. The mosquito is one of them, and humanity is still fighting that battle today. The tools have changed, but the mission remains the same. Survive, just as our ancestors did thousands of years ago.
Don't forget to subscribe.